Hello and welcome. I just thought I'd have a quick look at like getting this out of this mess that I got it into last time I was here, and I'm sort of jamming it a bit more. But I thought, well, why don't you just chop the tree down? It's like, well, I presume it's probably ours. Presume that it is. So let's have a bit of a go. It won't let me do it if I can get it slow. But it really won't. It really is. I really do love that about the. I don't know if it's a map or it's an FS25 feature. The fact that you can right, let's just concentrate on getting out this mess. Can we now squeeze past? Because that was just making the angle really jammy. Really, I know it gets jammed on the bank. You can sort of, I've obviously just had a bit of a play with it, and if you let go of your trailer, you can sort of do it. Now, DTAPGAMING also has like a very reasonable, actually, what he was saying. There's great plans for the map, and quite reasonable in his approach as well. So I'm not, he sort of agreed about the long grass, that quite a few people had sort of said this, but he's going to do something about it. But obviously he's got great plans for the map. So I'm hoping that other people also, like myself, are mentioning about the production itself, and that maybe, that it gets altered a little, because that's all it would take, just a little bit of an adjustment, and it would actually be all right. It wasn't terrible. Like I said, it really is about amounts. It was you sort of like making someone jump through massive hoops. Oh wow, this is going to run out of space so quickly, isn't it? It's just so long. Yeah, and you can't even turn very much. You sort of got to keep on going at the angle that you're going at, because there's just no room to turn. Yeah, so he suggested pretty much what I'd sort of like, well, leave the iron alone for a bit then. There's going to be updates and all the rest of it. So that big, well, we've already decided that's what we're going to do as well. So, yeah, all things considered, that's true, actually. We could have never thought about that. I just thought, oh, why not, like, just get everybody onto the back of this? It's true. It is, after all, a carrier. It's its job. Right, okay, let's get everybody on. No, I don't mind that kind of a reset, although... No, we can actually, we could stick that on follow, the little one. Yeah, we could. No, we sold that now, but yeah, that's true. So, that's the point, actually. We must be allowed to chop these trees. I know we'd sold that back. Yeah. Yeah, we had. So, that's why we've got such a lot of cash. So we'd like giving it back, so I don't know why we're allowed to chop that tree. It's lumberjack, it's got to be on it. Probably if I did it with the tree harvester, it would say, no, you can't do that. I'd forgotten. Yeah, that's true, so my bad. But still, I think anybody would have to do something like that if you were jammed. So this will stick on follow, and then I've done the same again. Always forget how long this is. We could pack it away. Now that we're actually not doing anything down this end. I could always do that. I always like do it the really slow way. It sort of goes down, but you're not doing it right. Right, now that should actually be not too terrible now. Can we... I'm not sure... Yeah, no. We can just get everybody on follow. This is the one that's like obviously the biggest thing of all to get on there. I can't remember... Does it fit on? It's weird, I can't remember. I can't remember whether did I actually do it itself, or... I think I reset it. I think I did. I'm being honest. I did. Did I? Oh. Yeah, I did, because that's why that's why the harvest head is where it is. Being honest. In the middle of the field. Quite sure everyone guessed that. Yeah, I don't mind. Like, it had no impact on the Let's Play. If I was cutting across, it was an after a session, and I've always said that. I've never made any bones about that kind of type of thing. because it really has no impact. When time is immaterial, it doesn't matter whether I ran it across the map physically or whether I did it. It's got no bearing on what is happening at that point, so it doesn't really matter. I'm sure we're going to do this. Ooh, maybe. Ooh, I don't know. No, I think it's going to wallop it as it like shuts. Don't think we can. Yeah, that's going to. Oh, that's going to be fun. It did push it. It did push it. Right, I'm going to go into a time lapse because we're going to do this. We're going to like take our equipment away from here, where we no longer are wanted. Maybe in the future we might actually do it. It would be nice. I mean, I did. It's a little about Rogue River Valley. I've got to be honest. If anyone ever watched that Let's Play, I grabbed that with both hands and. I really did. Now that was the opposite of this. That was too generous. This one, I'm not saying this is. Yeah, I'm not saying that this is ungenerous either. What I am saying, my life is very, very tight. Yeah, I'm saying it's. Yeah, I mean the 90% loss. It really is quite a lot. So let's just get this. No, we want to be following the international. Yes. Not sure that I think these might get like jammed. Right, okay, I've got to be very careful as well because of the. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Your arm's going to like go straight as your. It's going to wallop trees and things like that. I'm going to be very, very lucky if we get out of this ride. Right, well, we've got to give it a shot. If I crash and burn, I crash and burn on camera, which is. It's as usual. It's just what normally happens. Yeah, no pressure. No, it's true. I've long since. I don't worry about that. It's one of the first things. I'm not. I frequently like show my crashes and burns. Very frequently. Me and Farmer Cop have definitely got that in common. The crash counter malarkey. I might not do it, but I certainly do crash almost every session. Yeah, it's true. Don't take yourself too seriously. Yeah, so I did, we'll get back to the point, I did really want to, how are we going to get out of this, because we're going to go to the edge of the map, we need to we need to start turning or we're like going to fall off the edge of the world. I think we could really do with a bit of light as well. It's a bit dingy. I think we're being pushed by the tractor. I knew you was going to get. I will do these silly tricks. Well, very little choice in this particular instance. I really did not have much choice about. Oh, that's turning as well. Talk about make things tougher. Yeah, that's not going to work. I think we're being walloped. No, we're not. Right, I'm going to say my words. Having to chat as well. It just, that's what it keeps doing. I keep walloping and then it turns it more. Yeah, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. This is not going to work, is it? It really isn't. No. Right, okay, let's do this. Let's do this another way. I think it was stop you following. Oh, you've already abandoned ship. Yeah, you walloped something, haven't you, with this? Alright, okay. And that would be me, though. It's followed very closely the path that I took. Right, so then, switch your light. Oh, there's no point. If I switch the lights on, the AI will switch it straight off. Right, So I thought I just told that to my phone. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and girls on the other side. think we've sort of done the main bits. The light's fading, and I thought, oh, but it's just the snow. It's gonna and then it's gonna go long grass again. So we might, we've sort of been beaten by time in a way. Yeah. These things happen, and I'm trying to play it realistically. It just has caught up with me. I never give it any thought, as you don't, but we ran out of time, simple as. So we've done most of it, I've got to be honest. I'm quite pleased. Yeah, we've got that pilot, but that's not really in the way of us doing our, we need to check of our work. I'm terrible for like half doing things, right? Forest temp P silo 2. So we've got wood chips, which we haven't switched on, and we have got, how much wood chips have we got? We've got quite a lot. I did say 100 tons. I wasn't far off, actually. At least 4 or 5, 135,000 litres. So let's, that's distributing already, and wood chips is not. Let's do that. Switch it. Distribute, and it is activated, and I think we'd done the wood already. I think we did, but it didn't look like it was on. That's why I'm saying. Of course, it's down the bottom end. More ace, less speed. It's true. It is very true. I know it is on, definitely. Right, so, and the other forest silo, I think we did this already, but I just want to check. I know what I'm like. I'm a terror for half doing things, and then I'll come and think, oh, it's such and such. The amount of times in a Let's Play, I like something's not here. That's glowy, sort of. Wood chips also is on, and both are distributing. Yeah, fantastic. So they're both good. So let's have a look at how close are we to the hour. 5:15. Let's take that till 6, and then we're going to go through till the morning. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right, fantastic. So, yeah, the snow is coming. And how much have we got in this one? Wood chips, 11,050. Wow, it's done very well. And tempties. Oh, and that's 2. It's weird, isn't it? How they leaves just a tiny little bit. What's in the sales as well? Oh, my life. I think we're going to have to, do them till the morning. Yeah, the things that we're going to sell, because they will... oh, wow. No, we've already got... No, but that's bigger. Oh, we sold the front mower as well to that. Oh, it's just is bigger. The other's quite a small one. That's very, very good. 49,000. Is it worth the extra one? The others? No, it's not. It's brilliant. But what I mean is, we've already got one that. So we will buy that. Sell it in the morning, and we'll do the same with that because it is well too dark to be doing stuff down in the. And that is up to a 400 horsepower. And we might have to, I think we have to have this, but you can still make profit. 11,000, so we've got another 3,000 option. Right, so we're going to go through till the morning, and have we set everything? Yeah, no, I think we have. And it's 9 o'clock, so let's hope at 9, it should still be light at 9, it should. Yeah, so DTAP is busy. It sounds like it's got great plans for the map, and it was a very reasonable. So we see that's true. The grass is not suddenly going to grow, is it? Although I think you'll probably find that the snow will sweep across at any moment, is what I'm thinking. Oh wow, got more classes. Oh, now that is a very good price. Oh, it's only little. It is. Oh, now that's worth doing. Now, do we get another shot at doing the crone? We just had options. Yeah, we do. No, we don't need it. We don't, but we'll buy it to sell it. And we are running out of cash, so we will buy that as well. Oh, now that actually would be... we've already got one, haven't we? That's a 9 meter. That's JM Gaming just logging on. Alright, okay, let's go down the store and do a bit of selling. A lot of selling. No, we're not selling that. That we're definitely not selling. Oh, I said it was going to do this. I knew it. I knew that it was going to do this. Yeah, it was just one of those hunches I got. Like, yeah, it's gonna come because it's so very reliable. And yes, I am trying to turn, but it's ignoring me. Yeah, so it's not really. Yes, really is very, very skiddy. Whoa, that was like about 8 or 9 foot skid. This should bring in quite a lot of cash. Yeah, although obviously, yeah, it is true. The other mower is smaller. It is, but it's adding the extra cash on it still was really good value to actually do that. So to keep it as it was. So now we're keeping the return, aren't we? Do love the colours of these, but that's about it. It is. I think there's one of the tractors in this entire range that I like. Although I do like articulated tractors, so yeah, I'm being a bit. Yeah, I think I'm judging them on. I'm not a massive fan of the range, but it's true. It's a nice turner. It is, and they're very, very reasonable quite frequently. So they're not a total bust, really. I've got to be a bit more. Yeah, I think I've got my negative head on at the minute. So we're keeping that. Was there anything else that we actually bought? I think this was it. Beautiful tyres. Well, tis DTAPGAMING modding, who always makes cracking mods. Right, so 525,178. I think that was everything, wasn't it? No, we ran out of money. There was this to buy as well, the Merlot. No, the Red Rock was so very reasonable, even though I do like it. I was thinking the other day about sort of swapping it in, because this is really low, but I like the articulatedness of it. I really do. I've sort of got quite used to it, and I actually do very much like the articulated. You can do certain things that normal, and I'm getting into the habit of using it now. So in some ways, it's more versatile than that particular type of. Once you get used to it, so I think that was everything. Oh no, it wasn't. It was that there. I knew there was something else. It would be good for us, but look at the horsepower. Yeah, it's true. That'd be beautiful though for us to. It would be very nice. It's true, but you know, sometimes no, these are littlies, aren't they? Yeah, they are. That's good, but again, that would be good for us. But let's grab that. We've already got one, I believe, and it's bigger. I'm sure we have. Yeah, and it's a folding one as well. It's one of the Daemons, isn't it? Daemon, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but hang on. Is it? Or am I thinking of another Let's Play? No, we actually have got one. It's there right behind us. It's a biggie, especially for the next set. So no, we definitely don't want to go down to a 9 metre. It is quite a special harvest of the next out. It's one of those things I realised in FS22 when Salibuki released. I think it was Salibuki that did it. Released his, and it really was. He sold the shops. Telehandler. Then I was thinking, is that the one? I thought, no, I've just sold it. Don't sell the shop's telehandler. That would be so terrible. Yeah, we could do those, but we're not going to do that. So we're in February. We cannot now do the wood, and this is what I thought might happen. Yeah, so I think we're fast approaching high prices though for the dark brown again in January, and the natural wood mulch 98. And the redwood mulch 100. So January is. Oh, we've gone past it. No, yeah, we did do it. I was going to say it was the tag end. The trouble is sometimes, I mean, yeah, it's not like we've been shirking or anything. We just naturally went through and we did do the work. I mean, we did do that first thing in the morning. It's just that it's done such a lot. So this really is next year's that is actually coming. It does go to show how much we actually did, though. Yeah, the wood beams. Yeah, wood chips. No, we don't sell our wood chips. Planks long. Now, one of them was March. The small planks, July. No triggers. Buildable NPC house, no triggers. Right, okay. Yeah, so that's for next year. How much have we actually got on our sawmill? 467,000. This is the one we're going to need to remove the wood. Look at that. What an absolute... Yeah, so the wood chips are obviously coming from the sawmill that is making that. And then, so have we got everything on? Yeah, everything we need to be on, we have got on. How much have we actually got? 939, 7863. Yeah, so quite a bit. And oh yeah, you can't see what's out. It could have filled the outer area, and that's the thing, isn't it? Really. So that can now chug along all year long. We're gonna have. Isn't that amazing that the wood chip one that doesn't need wood has got like twice as much as the sawmill? It's got plenty of space. I mean, you couldn't ask that. So I'm gonna have to go into the wood chip production and manually shift the stuff, which is obviously a lot of people do not have. Look at that little lot. Yeah, a lot of people do not have that option. You shouldn't need to do that. Can I maneuver the wood chips out though? Wood to no, you've not got a wood chips on this, have you? I mean, what I mean is it is an outgoing product, so yeah, it is. So wood to wood chips. Can we like no? Because we need the wood chips. We don't want that on either. Yeah, I'm gonna say that would be the worst possible thing. Yeah, although it is true, the wood to wood chips is outgoing, as in like it produces wood chips, but it means you're gonna destroy your wood. So I've got to. There's no other option for me to like take the wood out because it's an incoming material. So you can't. And on almost all mods, most people don't do what I do, which is to let things come back out. Most people, it can only go in. So you've only got one option, and that's you've got to literally go in the XML if you're on PC and Mac and literally manhandle that over to the sawmill, which has got plenty of room in it and where we really need it. So how are we doing on these? Wood chips and wood, very, very small amounts. And likewise, almost negligible. So it is going down a lot as well. Brilliant. Right, so then it is February. There's nothing we can do really at all other than go through till tomorrow because we can't do any work at all. So let's go through to March. And hopefully the snow will disappear. It frequently doesn't though. Yeah, it's not that predictable, not to that extent. I mean, I'm not like reading my crystal ball and predicting that it is, because it can sometimes go, and then sometimes it can come back in the very same day as well. Yeah, I have known that also. Right, so it is March, and we have the vegetable. Oh, beautiful case. Conveyor. Mac trucker with an 8 to a 40,000 litre. No, it's not a Mac trucker. It's a Mac truck by Dogface, BDSSB. Now, it does confuse me somewhat with BDSSB. Is Dogface's other, like, name? Oh, now that is a bit of a... We've got two T-Wolves. We don't really need anything else, do we? That's a good bargain. I love that. It's one of my favourite tractors. It really is. So that, I think we're going to like just buy and sell. Not that it's not a nice tractor, but it's we're going to make more cash in selling it. That we're going to keep for ourselves, and everything else we're going to ignore. Yeah, there is a bit of profit to be made, but we want to do the front 3-point link and the engine. Okay. Now this is the one. This has got a sneaky option, or it did have. Yeah, there's one, 249 for 15,000. But if you go 276, it's 55,000. The Stayra. So really, you're best to go. I found this out on, yeah, 15,000. That's an absolute bargain. So front attacher, 71,000 for a beautiful 250 odd horsepower tractor. Yes, we will indeed. Fantastic. All right, so then let's just sell the big case. And you know, no, we did say we did still need a few tractors. We're sort of like rounding out, but we are going to be going into agriculture in a big way. There's no, you know, we're not like going to half measure this at all. So yeah, brilliant. So we lost a bit of money, but we've just gained a tractor, so you can't have it all waste, can you really? Right, so it is March. So now we need to go and take stock of what our work and task is going to be next session. Now, have we yeah, we have. Yeah, we're going to have to. Yeah, we're still going to be a tiny bit of like picking up work on this. Let's have a bit of a quick taz around in the daylight. Oh, it is still true. It's not grown an awful lot at the minute. Now, this little lot we can do at any point. I can like grab a few bits and bobs. This one to maybe push it out the way. Let's just switch that off for a minute. I don't want to be grabbing anything. Yeah, the ones like that we've got to show. It is true. When I had that last bit of a scan around, there were not many like tree stumps left. So me doing it as I've gone along, and every time I see one jumping out and grabbing it, yeah, there's a few bits still, quite a bit. I think there's at least another load. Let's just switch that off now. No, that one. Yes. So there's a few little sort of pockets, and then there was this little tiny island here. There's a few bits and bobs around the edge. What I mean is we could get on with like almost all, and we could sort of chip. No, I can roll around and grab another sort of set. I left the one over by the farm. I could see there was a couple of patches, and I thought, well, that's not really going to hurt. Let's just see if these two temporary silos, which we're going to lose a bit of money out. There's that, you know, I did sort of know that it wasn't perfect, and I know we're going to lose a bit of, yeah, money for this. This one especially. Yeah, this one's sort of in a really, I'm not sure about the other one, whether we'll actually keep it. I think it's in the wrong place, though, really. I think that's about as empty as you're going to get it. There's going to be, yeah, 92 litres and 357. I think that will do. Yeah, we're going to have to run down to the other one with the last little bit, I think. So we're going to lose a bit of cash for this. Yeah. Fantastic. We'll grab, obviously, yeah, there's a bit of loading to, but again, it's not going to hurt being down here. We do need to grab the, no, we don't. Not for, we've done the tree harvesting. Yeah, so it's just a little bit of tidy up to do next session, but we could, no, we need to tidy, we do. I wish I'd got just a few more minutes, or, yeah, because I'd like crack on, because this is still not terribly long. So all things considered, if we do a bit of a flyover, send the drones up. Yeah, we've got a good load, maybe a load and a half there, which we've now got to run right the way down this, but there's not a lot, just a few little stragglers, a bit of chopping to do, which I might do with a chainsaw, that push that out the way with the telehandler to the edge. We might do like leave a little tiny bit of wood just around the edge, sort of like where it's pushed out, and that will gradually stick in that. Are we going to leave that, or are we going to move that a little? It's not in a bad place, but I think we could stick it there along with some sheds. No, we've got sheds down the other end. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a shed. It is a bit, yeah, I think, yeah, there was too much wood here. It would perfectly go there, really. But I don't know if this has actually got any left in it, so no, that one. Yeah, pretty much the same as the other one, a marginal amount. So I think, no, we do need to stick some. No, I think we really are better to. Can we put one down like? It would be, yeah. It's not about, because this is going to soon be the place where we stick. There's too much stuff in the way. We need to like shift a bit of room to make it. So we'll do that next session. But we are nearly there. I thought we might have another couple of sessions. So with that session, we are so close to like grabbing all of the wood off. I think what we'll do for the rest is push the wood out of the way and maybe grab that a bit when we've done like the harvest for the back end. It traditionally, tree work normally is done in the back end anyway, so it's not really going to matter. But we could actually load and offload it just and leave it on this bit of... No, we could stick it in the others. Yeah, if we're going to put a silo down, we can just shift it and just do one more session of tidy up, I think, so that we can get on with this, because it is March. And do we know what we're actually going into? That is true. I know obviously we've got the next set, so we can sort of like do what we want, really. And yeah, it's true actually. I'm going to have to give it some serious thought, really. So we're up on the cash far more than what I thought we would be, and we've actually bought quite a few tractors and equipment. So, but yeah, it's really, we need to take a bit of stock. Let's go down the store where almost all of our equipment is still there, just to take stock. I know we have bought trailers. We bought a shed load up. Yeah, literally. And the repair thing, and obviously, yeah, most of our tractors are up here. So I've got a couple of biggies. Yeah, we have. And the Red Rock. Beautiful telehandler that it is. So then, let's jump into the next set. So we've got a next set, we've got a sprayer unit for the next set, we've got the main hopper unit, we've got a corn header and a standard header. Oh, we didn't sell a crone. I knew there was I knew it. I was thinking, I'm sure there's something else. Sure there is. Because I do think we have got more than enough of like trailers to sink a battleship, really. Yeah, we have got like 270-tonners, my 47,777 litre trailer, and the original 30-odd-tonner that we've got, and the 55-tonner we have got. That's true, we've got the vegetable harvest, haven't we? I think it's the little one. So we sort of have got... I don't sell the tractor. Fantastic. Let's repair that. Repair. Fantastic. So 570. That's what I knew. We was down a little bit more than I thought we should be. I was thinking, I'm sure we should have more. So obviously, yeah. DTAPGAMING was also saying a lot of people were cutting the grass. Where I thought, whoa, I would never cut grass like that ever. I've got to dodge in and out of. It's amazing what people will do. So is this... Oh, it's the big one. Oh, it could... I think cannery. I haven't done the cannery in ages. I love the cannery. With the suit factory. So cannery and suit factory, I think we'll do that. Because this is the original one. It does do potatoes too. So we could... did I put the roller on this? Yeah, I did. I put the roller on properly. Yeah, I did. I remember. I can't remember if this is the one that turns a little bit. I got the roller right, and it was turning perfectly. And then Giants did an update, and like all of a sudden it started to turn twisty again. Or did it might be me. I'm not going to blame Giants for that one. No, it might be me, that one, actually. So we've got the Rotano. We've got a complete grass set of equipment. Huge roller. Fantastic. I can't remember if that's a seeder or a planter. Let's have a bit of a look, actually, at our equipment for the next set. I think it's a sprayer. Yeah, let's go through slowly. So we've got the... Oh, of course, I'd forgotten about the class. Yeah, the Concorde, an additional seed unit, tractor, sprayer unit. We've also got the other sprayer unit. Got the beautiful Dalbo, big Dalbo, which is amazing. The tree planter, which we got, and the little farm tech, which is not mine. The big farm tech. Yeah, the Rotana and the Cylon, the Fliegel Timber Runner, the Auto Load, which has been brilliant. The 15.2 meter, which is perfect. The Gregoire Besson Trail Lifter. Horschmeister, it is a planter. I thought it was. International Serious Scout. The 65 Kubota, which is in the naughty thing. We'll buy it a proper, yeah, the Mini Nova. It's a 6 meter though. So yeah, we've even got another planter as well. The Lakertech and the Big Leap Hair. 2 auto-loading, one which was in the configuration for like a thing, and we changed it. Oh, of course, I'd forgotten. We've got my powerful one. Liquids, yeah. Thanks, Giants, for the picture. Logistic, yeah. 2 of the Trans 70s. My vegetable harvester. Yeah, the bale loader, almost like the Anderson. 30 meter. Wow, it's actually quite amazing. Yeah, the lizard. 2 quantums. 2 movers. In fact, yeah, the 10 meter. Weight, the lizard titan swath. Now this, I think, I don't think this is what I thought it was. This is, I thought it was for lifting straw. It's the swath collector. Yeah, so I got that the wrong end of the stick, which is why it doesn't pick up straw. I didn't think Giants let that happen, but I thought I'd convinced myself that it was. The shops, the dump long, the next co, the actual 32,000 litre hold, I would have loved that 9 metre. That would have been brilliant. The big Genesis and the low boy, wood harvester head, paladin, all the paladin bits, the Prinoth, Red Rock, Samaz, attached front and so that is it. So we haven't got a cedar. All of the things that drop, we haven't got a big cedar. Is that not amazing? Right, in that case, right, we it looks like we're planting this year no matter what, but it is true we ought to rectify this. And we do really need big, I think. We could. No, let's go. There's that beautiful 18 meter. Oh, yeah, but I've had this on special with 70% off a couple of times. It is amazing. Oh no, it's a planter. You're in the planter section. Oh, do you know, seriously? Sometimes, the cockling, the jockey cockling. That's the one I was looking at. Gordon Bennett. It's a bit of a price difference. I love that by the Arm team. It's amazing. And then, of course, there is also the Concorde, which is also a 9.1 meter, which is so very reasonable. And we have actually got, it's true, we have actually got that, haven't we? So why do we not order this section? Because we've got the middle bit. So why don't we order it used? And we're going to go, oh, no, not financing. I didn't even know I'd got that. Right, yes, we will. All right, smashing. So we're going to buy that as our cedar. But this year, looks like we've got to go planting, without a shadow of a doubt. We're going to grab... Yeah, we've got the horse, the 12 meter. I think that's an 18.2. Oh, do we go for a biggie? Wow. I love that, but it is a bit small for this map. We really need to go big on this. We could go my Pilatus. It's 9 meter, because it is very reasonable, exceptionally reasonable, as well as with enhanced holds and things like that. So do we do one of those? Find used of that as well. Fantastic. We will indeed. Yeah, I do like that as well. If that comes up, that's also, I would get one of those. It's slightly bigger than mine as well. So amazing. Right, so then, I think that's, so we're definitely using the 12 meter. We're definitely planting. So I think we're just going to go for one big field. That's true. We need vegetables. Oh, we need to repair that. Oh, it's not really a big worry. Yeah, so it's a worry for next session. It is true, though. Do we allow leasing? Because we're going to miss the boat, aren't we? What can we do? We could do sugar beet, because we can harvest that. Could become a sugar baron. There, you can't do potatoes. Yeah, it's true. We could actually do... where are we? Horse. That's what we're looking for. I'm trying to think. Do we? Yeah, equipment-wise, we've only really got the only. Well, we've got a normal harvester. We've. What about the purple. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, we shall see. I'm not going to second guess it. We'll have a go next session. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. Yeah, I am sort of hanging back for. I would imagine the plans. It reminds me a little bit of Fox Farms. That was a really cracking map in FS22, and there was a lot of work went on over that over the months. In a way, we've come early to this, which is brilliant, but I think this would be a really good map to come back to in quite a few months. So I'm not sure whether to like do a year, like another, you know, like from this point onwards, go to the end of the season and then leave it for a little while and see what DTAP does, and then maybe come and do some of the things and see how the dust settles and try to embrace the map as it's sort of meant to be, even if that means me, I mean, I don't mind modding a few special things to remove, yeah, I'll show you what I mean. It's, and this is what I was saying, for me personally, it's quite a tricky thing, is if you look, he also said productions with additional fill types. Well, just look at this little beaut and tell me if you can see additional fill types. Road salt is an additional fill type. Yeah, it's a special one that someone else did, and so did I too. It's using their icon because it's an additional fill type. So yeah, that would break it. There was something else I did as well. Oh, that's, and I have actually done another thing too, but maybe it's not in all of them. Might be in the corner silo. Yeah, again, I've got special fill types in that too, but it's the road salt is an additional fill type. I have to specially tell that to do that. So I've got an additional fill types file that tells that what that is that would break this map. Again, I can adapt to this and take that out so that my production silos would be standard. And again, we could, if we run this to the max, we could really take this out. We will have made our money from it, so I'm quite happy with doing that going forwards if we like do that. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. We can do it. So I mean, yeah, that's really come on as well. That's going to do. It's 300,000 litres of mulch stuff that I've got to shift 300 pallets. Oh my life, that is just so mind-numbing. I mean, I did a lot before. There was 70 odd, so it's about double what I did last time. Well, I did say they were very good profit. They are, but you're gonna need to work for it. It's true. Look at that though, 955,000 litres of wood in there. Has that gone up? No, that's the same. No, it was something like that. It's trundled little bits. Why was it trundling the last little bits into the wood chip production and not the sawmill? That's what I want to know. Anyway, yes, that's all the worries for another session. It is true that is going to be a real beast at the end of the year to actually do that, but that is going to bring in some cash as well. So yeah, in fact, far more than it actually says. If you look at that, we're going to get an extra 33% on what it says. So according to this, we would get 612,000, which means we're going to almost make a mil with the 33% extra for selling that out to our own place that gets an extra 33%. That really is going to bring in some cash. So that is going to be amazing. The other thing we've got to bear in mind is this has got all year long to actually increase these wood mulch even higher than it actually is. Have we got any storage? Oh my life, have we got any storage? 2.5 million litres. Gordon Bennett. Right, yeah, we're not going to run out of storage anytime soon. That is amazing. So yeah, I hate to think how long that is going to take. I may for once, this is why I did actually say this, why I started to do 5,000 litre pallets myself and did some special fill types deliberately for the load unload sort of time that it takes to do that. Can you imagine if we're up to 250,000 litres of each of those and I've got to move 750 pallets? That is like gonna be some motor, and it really is. At that point, I'm tempted to go Rawley Christie's auto load sort of thing and literally like keep grabbing and going, because it would be almost impossible. It's not just that I can do it, it's mega boring for everybody. You know, everybody, you'd give up the will to live, and I doubt anyone's going to watch the whole session of me doing 750 individual pallets onto trailers. It's going to just be gargantuan. So it's one of those things where, as I said, really, this is why I did the like 5,000 litre pallets, and why I still am tempted to do one of these myself. Yeah, I don't mean exactly the same, but yeah, I did want to do the MDF boards myself and the OSB boards. I never thought of that about the wood mulch, but now that someone's sort of like set me going, I could actually do this. No, I don't mean I'd copy this. I'd just do wood mulch. Yeah, really, and yeah, smoker pellets. Yeah, well, they were a heavy loss. Yeah, one of the few things that was really heavy loss, which is why I chose not to do it. Whereas these are straight swaps because you're literally just mulching. So that's a cracking business. The MDF boards likewise, like almost losing half, and that also is losing like 35%. So yeah, it really is. That's obviously a straight swap. Well, no, you say obviously, but someone could have chosen. So these ones really are the most lossless of them all, and they're also very good value too. So all things considered, you're not losing, you're keeping, and that sometimes is what you've sometimes got to look at the entire process with any kind of process, like to see what is the most lucrative one. You see, when I first looked at this, the sawmill, that immediately grabbed my attention because it's the best price. But if you look at its loss, it's quite 3/4 of a loss to get your 100 prefab walls. That's when you consider these ones that we use the wood chips anyway. But even if you were just selling the wood chips, you're not losing. Actually, you're gaining with that one. That one, you're losing a teeny weeny little bit. And that one, likewise, you're gaining a real lot with the planks, real lot. Like it's almost 60 odd wood chips for that process. So that is quite amazing. So yeah, you've got to look at the whole process and really think that sometimes the things that seem to be worth more actually aren't when you work the recipe out. And that's what you've got to really sort of keep your eye on. Right, anyway, I'm going this time, yeah. So all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.